Hey, it's Michael Douglas. Welcome back to Dr. Pundit. And this is where I talk about music, not medicine. And I think I'm on a Billy Joel kick. The last video I did was on his HBO Max documentary called And So It Goes. Well, this one is kind of more like, did you really know this? Billy Joel actually had a brief stint in heavy metal music. Now, before Billy Joel was a classy and sophisticated showman sitting behind a grand piano, he was a thick-haired heavy metal rock and roller. I was surprised, but it is true. Billy Joel co-founded the heavy metal rock band Attila in 1969. Now, this was alongside his friend and heavy metal rock partner at the time, John Small. Now, the juxtaposition between heavy metal Billy Joel and the Billy Joel we all know and love today is stark, though it does show that the man contains musical multitudes. Between 1967 and 1969, Billy Joel was in the Long Island-based group The Hassles. Now, during those years, the band scored a deal with United Artists and released two albums that really didn't amount to much. Frustrated by his fellow bandmates and the minimal results, Billy Joel and John Small ambitiously split away from the group to form their own group. The group was the new wave, yet unfamiliar heavy metal rock band Attila. In the late 1960s, heavy metal was around, but it surely was not the genre that the radio waves were pretty much putting out on a frequent basis. Now, bands such as the Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Who, ever touched so lightly this new genre that was about to pick up steam in 1970. And one could argue that in late 1969, early 1970, Led Zeppelin, their self-titled debut, was kind of the album that really put this movement into overdrive. The late Ozzy Osbourne and his band, Black Sabbath, obviously would capitalize on this, and the rest is history there. But following the release of this album, heavy metal bands started popping up everywhere, generally. And Billy Joel's Attila was one of them. Now, the reason I'm kind of talking about this is that regarding how Zeppelin inspired his desire to form a heavy metal band, he stated in his new documentary, the one I referenced at the beginning of this episode, And So It Goes, it just pulverized me when I heard it. And it was like hearing Beethoven's Ninth Symphony for the first time. However, it really didn't quite work out in the way Billy Joel seemingly envisioned when he tried to replicate Led Zeppelin's heavy metal success. In 1970, Joel and Small released Attila's debut album, and that was their only album. The album didn't perform well, unsurprisingly, and subsequently Attila broke up. Now, the album's poor performance isn't the only reason for the breakup. Apparently, Billy Joel also had an affair with Small's wife, that's right, his partner, Elizabeth Weber. While this might not have been the brightest time in Billy Joel's life, his luck did turn around. In 1971, a year later, Billy Joel released his debut album, Cold Spring Harbor, and that was the album that ultimately marked his transition into the style we all know him for today. Just another kind of fact I wanted to get out there. In light of Billy Joel's documentary, I'm having a great time watching it. Parts 1 and 2 on HBO Max. And this is one of these Did You Know episodes right here on Dr. Pundit. And if you like what you see here on the channel, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. And as late great Barry White always used to say, let the music play. And I'll see you on the next episode.